Welcome to another episode of Sujan Relatively Good Reviews. Here today I'm going to review the Majohn capless pen or retractable pen as it's known over here in the US. This is actually just like the palette vanishing point pen or like the capless pen, which was introduced in the 60s by Pilot. However, this is the poor man's version, right? Looks about the same, so let's see what it looks like. So it came in a case, just like this. It says design made in China, writing instrument. Once you open it, it's the instruction manual. Comes with the series of converters and this looks like a converter and a eyedropper. And the pen itself. This is the retractable pen, which is outer shell's resin with the steel cap clip and the clicker back here. If you actually look over here, it says MoonMan. MoonMan was the original company, and I believe they had to change their name to Majohn. I guess maybe some copyright issues or anything. So you might find the pen actually has a different name when you buy it. Inside the box, it's just a pen holder. It says Majohn, feel the temperature of writing, which I'm assuming that this is bad translation or maybe Google Translate. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at the pen itself. First, just looking at the pen, just standard, just like a ballpoint. It does feel a little bit light. There is I guess a little latch that kind of opens up as you press the nib down. Right, with that, we can unscrew the top part. There's a little spring there that releases. There's a little tab that goes right into the spot. If you take that out, there is the nib. And this is the extra fine. This is where the ink will go. If you pull that back, you'll notice there's already another little, what do you call? Maybe a cartridge. It looks like it's like a cartridge, but you can refill this with the eyedropper and so on. I usually prefer to just use the converter, just quicker refill, I guess. I don't have to look around for the eyedropper. If needed, I do keep a bottle of ink at work as well. So, I don't have to come back home to refill just in case I forget and I have to refill the pen. So with that said, it's going in there. Normally, I will refill the converter directly without the pen. However, this converter has a really, really big opening, really big mouth. So I don't think that'll be possible. Put that in, put the cap back on. Oh, I guess this cap doesn't go when you have the converter on. So I guess that's going back in there. And this is just action. Most of the ink I use is either Pelican or Pilot or Mont Blanc. I prefer blue or red. That's my primary go-to colors. So let's fill this and test this out. All right, got some ink in there. Let's put that away. Always have a little bit of tissue or toilet paper handy just to clean the nib off. And once you insert this, I guess there's a little bit of a spring inside, which is kind of hard to see. But the key here is to be careful that you don't hit the spring with the nib and to align this piece right here. With that said, let's give this a shot. All right, let's see. Oh, so this is the, I guess, more, oh, terrible handwriting. I'm not angled quite right here. The MoonMan are known as MoonMan, right? And this is the A2, and it has the extra fine nib. Okay, and this is this white resin with silver cap. And just to compare this with some of the other pens, if you want to have an idea of what it is like, um, this is just the Pilot 0.7 millimeter gel ballpoint pen. Right, so this is, let's go here, millimeter gel pen. To give this an idea of what that looks like in terms of nib size. And again, I'm really not a 0.7 person. I prefer 0.5. So most of my pens are fine nib or extra fine, but some people like to write a little bit thicker. The other one I have is, this is the TWSBI Diamond 580, and this is the fine point. And as you can see, this comes out a little bit thicker, right? Even though it's a fine point, it comes out a little bit thicker. And I love the TWSBIs just because it just holds a whole lot of ink. I recently broke my other one. I do like the Diamond 580 just because it's sturdier built. And then this is, if you want another cheaper pen, this is the Jinhao 80, and this is also a fine nib. Jinhao, I believe, used to be called Hero, which I kind of grew up with. So I really kind of grew up mostly with the imitation version, right? The Chinese pens when I was little. Those were my go-to fun pens as I was growing up. And they were very cheap. They worked, right? And one of the early ones was they made the Parker knockoffs, which was really good. Lasted, but the newer ones, I think the quality has gone down quite a bit. And the last one, which is Pilot E95S. Okay, and this is the medium point. This is the only one I kind of wish I had gotten a fine point. I do like this pen quite a lot. The design is very light, easy to carry around. But let's compare that with the Majohn A2 extra fine nib. Weight-wise, this is, I would say, yeah, it's somewhere about close to the TWSBI Diamond 580. Diamond is a little bit heavier. If you want to compare, maybe about the same, but the Majohn is a little bit heavier compared to the E59S. I do not have the Pilot retractable. I wish I did. Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. This does come in a variety of color. I'll put a picture of it towards the end. But in terms of clicking, it's pretty smooth. A little bit of a, yeah, I guess a little bit of a smoothness issue in that. Other than that, the grip feels pretty good. See. Hey, this writing is pretty smooth. Well, I guess that's a little bit off screen, but oh well. The writing feels very smooth. I like the size of the nib and the tip being extra fine. The line thickness is really nice. The clip seems very sturdy. Let's see how long it holds. Compare that to, let's say, Jinhao, right? This has been a little wobbly. I've been using this for like 6 months. I don't use the clip a whole lot, but still, clip shouldn't be this wobbly even, right? For something that I don't use a whole lot. TWSBI, right? Still sturdy. Pilot, still sturdy. With that said, I've had this TWSBI a lot longer than the Jinhao 80, and you can see the clip is the issue. But again, this is resin, very light. This is a heavier, thicker resin with the aluminum tips and so on. All right, with that said, is this worth getting for the price? Yeah, not too bad. I would say it's only like 30 something bucks compared to the Pilot Vanishing Point, which is Well, last time I checked, it was on sale for like 160 something, but it's still more than that. I'll put the exact price that I bought this in on towards the video or somewhere on the clip over here. And I'll put the price of the actual vanishing point currently, right? This is 2023, about end of November. So yeah, hopefully you like this review. Let me know in comments what you think and any other pens you like. Thank you.